Hello and welcome to the SCA Cricket Show. I'm your host Shazad Haq. Well, as usual, another action-packed edition. We're going to focus specially on the IA National Day Cricket Sixes, the SBI Cup, and a very special guest who turned up. But first, let's turn our attention to the Schubert Trophy. This is the annual match between Malaysia and Singapore under-23 teams. Here is the result. The Schubert Trophy is an annual three-day test match played between the two national under-23 sides, with Malaysia the defending champions for this year's edition at Kallang. Malaysia won the toss and elected to field, and the decision favoured the visitors, as Nordwira Zazmi and Farouk Hakimin ripped through the Singapore batting, taking 3 wickets apiece and reducing the hosts to 123 all out. Malaysia's top order then backed the bowling performance with steady batting. Nordwira Zazmi with an all-round performance as he went on to hit 49 with the bat to take their total to 231. The confident Malaysians then reduced the three-day match to a two-day affair as Suhail Fitri's fifer proved deadly and Singapore just managed 105. Malaysia winning easily by an innings and 3 runs to take the trophy back with them. Now to action from the indoor cricket leagues. The weekday and weekend leagues are almost at the halfway stage. The established teams are already doing very well and there are some challengers giving them a good fight. Here's what happened in the latest round of action. The indoor weekday league is played at the Cage in Kallang, and the first game was played between BK Rojak and Comworks. Comworks batted first, making 74 for 6. The opening pair of Krish Sridharan and Narayan Rajagopalan getting 34 of those runs, with Krish going on to top score with 20. This one was closely fought encounter as BK Rojak replied with 82 for 8. The second pairing of Andrew and Prashant Kotian had the best partnership with 24. But it was an all-round team performance from BK Rojak as all of their 3 pairs scored in double figures, with the fourth pairing not having to bat at all. Oliver Redrup top scored with 14 as BK Rojak won by 8 runs. The other match was between Marina and BK Century Eggs. A one-sided affair that saw Marina dominate from start to end. They made a whopping 142 for 6. The third pairing of Faiz Modak and Suhas Darekar with an impressive 46-run stand. Faiz also top scoring with 35. BK Century Eggs could only manage 59 for 11 in their reply, despite a fight back from Money, who scored more than half of their runs with his 34. But BK Century Eggs lost too many wickets. That cost them plenty of runs, and they fell way short of the daunting total in the end. Marina winning this one easily by 83 runs. So the win sees Marina climb to 4th in the table with 9 points, with leaders Power Play, 2nd placed Organised Chaos and 3rd placed Octopus all tied for 12. Bloomberg complete the top 5. BK Rojak's victory sees them climb to 8th with 6 points. BK Century Eggs' loss to Marina sees them languishing at the bottom of the table with no points yet and 5 out of 5 losses. Blackadders also have yet to get on the scoreboard. Over to the weekend league at Sports Planet in East Coast. And the first game was between NetApp Raiders and Local Locals. NetApp batted first, putting on 98, but also losing 13 wickets in the process. The last pairing of Kartik Waiti and Nima Bhutia sharing a 52-run stand, with Kartik also top scoring with 37. Local Locals replied with a whopping 126 for 4. Sachin Goklani and Mike Monty's 4th wicket stand of 30, taking them to a 28-run victory. SCA 1 took on the Hurricanes next. SCA batting first scored 68 for 12 wickets. The 4th and final pairing of Kartik and Tanmay putting on 31 runs, with Kartik getting the most individual runs as well. Hurricanes replied with a huge 185 for 7. The second pairing of Sunil Chavan and Sivasankaran Balasubramaniam getting the most runs with 56. Sunil Chavan also top scoring with a valiant 32, as Hurricanes won this one easily by 117 runs. Next up was 8 Idiots against Local Locals. The latter looking to do the double as they batted first, putting on 98 for 8. The opening stand between Lakshman Mohar and Brad G proved to be the most fruitful, getting 39 runs. Lakshman also was their best batsman with 23 runs. 8 Idiots' reply fell short by 11 runs as they managed 87 for 14 in their innings. The last pairing of Vijay Natarajan and Vishesh Juneja got the most runs on the board with 26. Vijay also top scoring with 20. The final match was between Centurions and City Gladiators. City Gladiators batted first, scoring a massive 153 for 6. Deepak Rajbabu and Sunaresan Krishnamurthy's opening stand of 38 was the highest partnership of the innings. Centurions were completely outplayed as they crumbled for 33 with the loss of 15 wickets. Haris Mathi and Ninad Shivasharan got them off to a decent start with a 22-run stand, but it all went down from there, Centurions falling to a 120-run defeat. So here's how things stand on the table. Phillips lead Group A with a 100% win record and 21 points. All Monks trail by 9 in second, but they do have a couple of games in hand. Saints complete the top 3, another 3 points adrift off the lead. Group B sees City Gladiators on top after that massive win. They're tied on 15 points with second-placed 8 Idiots. Centurions are in third, a further 3 points behind. The Indian Association National Day Cricket Sixers SBI Cup was held at the Balestier ground on October 8th and 9th. Honouring this event was former Sri Lankan international and spin wizard Muttiah Muralitharan, who was here as the tournament ambassador. I got to be a part of the event, and that meant I had a chance to face the legend himself, and was also my good deed for the day. I was one of 9 lucky people who had the opportunity to face a few of Murali's world-renowned deliveries, and clearly by the looks of it, I'm a better bowler than a bat. The event was held to raise awareness for the Foundation of Goodness, a charity organisation Murali is very closely attached with, and their North Empowerment Project. The project aims to assist people to rebuild lives in the north of Sri Lanka, which has been ravaged by war for 26 years. The project will provide education, health and business facilities and services to meet the needs of rural communities and help bridge the gap between these areas and the rest of the country. Murali may have retired over a year ago. It was still quite unbattable for most of us, defending to the best of abilities really. Nonetheless, it's the experience that no one will ever forget, and I'm pretty sure we left Murali rethinking his decision about quitting international cricket. Okay, maybe not.
What an experience that was. I've never felt anything like that in my life. I played international cricket, nothing of that standard. It was absolutely amazing. I may not be the best batsman in the world, I am a bowler after all, but I couldn't have done any better than that, and I challenge any other guy to try and do as well. It was tough as hell, but what an experience. More from Murali later on in the show.